Welcome to Changing the Course, Building an Antiracist Education. My name is Nicholas Jones, and I currently serve at Noble Schools in the role of Manager of Student Support and Culture. Noble Schools is a leading charter network in Chicago, Illinois, serving over 12,000 students at 17 high schools and one middle school. Noble is in the midst of executing a massive overhaul of our policies and practices to provide an anti-racist experience for our students. Changing the Course is a video podcast series about our journey through these changes and what it looks like for grades 6 through 12 public schools to build an anti-racist classroom. Today I'm here with Kelsey Taylor, Athletic Director at Baker College Prep, one of Noble's 18 campuses. Kelsey, good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Nick. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very well. First, I want to thank you for joining Changing the Course and creating anti-racist education for our Chicago students and families. And so before we kind of get into our deeper conversation, I want the audience to get to know a little bit more about you. So you can give us a little about your background and how you came into education.
Sure. So I have an unconventional background coming into education. I grew up in the northwest suburbs, Lombard, Illinois, attended school there through high school, and always had a dream of teaching and coaching. But also had a dream of attending the University of Notre Dame. When I got accepted, I was elated, but they unfortunately do not offer an education program there. And so I pursued a degree in business in IT management and international business, which led me to a career out of undergrad in consulting. Okay. So I served as a higher education technology analyst for just about 2 years. And through that journey, realized that I just wasn't fulfilled and felt like it wasn't my calling in life. So from there, I transitioned and joined Teach for America, which brought me to Southwest Indianapolis, where I served in the Southwest Indianapolis community at a community school, which was 7th through 12th grade students. Lived and taught there for about 2 years, coached there, so finally got to have that opportunity. And it also started to open my eyes to a lot of the disparities between my experience in education and the Black and brown students that I was serving. And so I came back to Chicago, back to home, knew I wanted to serve the similar demographic and population, which brought me to Baker. And so I worked at Baker for, this is my 5th year now. And I taught at Baker predominantly Algebra 1, served on the DEI team, the MTSS team, coached basketball, and have helped out with a conglomerate of different roles in that time. And I'm back in graduate school now at Loyola University, pursuing a master's degree in school counseling. So that's, where we're currently at, which has been really, really fun, and I learned a lot along the way.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that bit of yourself with our audience. And so we want to get into the role of athletic director. You've been at Baker for 5 years, been in numerous roles, and here you are this year serving as athletic director. Tell the audience a little bit about the role of athletic director. What does that look like from a day-to-day stance?
Sure. So this year, as you said, I'm part-time at Baker, serving predominantly as the athletic director. And when I'm here, steep learning curve, but the network has been excellent. The group of athletic directors is incredibly supportive, excellent group of people to work with. And the day-to-day is a lot of compliance and learning and organization and planning. So any given day, the priorities, they start with the people. So thinking through recruitment, talking to staff members and helping them get certified to coach, encouraging them to be interested in coaching and kind of walking them through what that looks like. Students, medical compliance has been a really big thing for our school in particular. So thinking through ways to kind of eliminate barriers for them, and then also supporting families and being able to access things like sports physicals, making sure that scheduling is, confirmed and transportation is good to go. We share a facility with the public school we share a building with. And so a lot of that is also just strong communication with their administration team, ensuring that, buildings are locked up and safe and clean, and a lot of communication with other schools as well, ensuring, that everything is ready for games and things of that nature. Some of the fun parts is also the event planning. So thinking through things like senior night and soliciting input from kids, what are you looking for? What would make you excited about this night? What are your families looking for? So those one-off conversations to kind of continue seeing how we can improve the athletic program at Baker over the course of the year as well.
And through those conversations you have with students, how has that influenced like the sports programming here at Baker?
Definitely. They have excellent ideas. I think when you are thinking through athletics from a student perspective, first and foremost, making sure that you're trying to offer what they're looking for. So that's been something that has been excellent this year. We've really expanded the enrichment opportunities after school. And our Dean of Students, shout out to her, she has done a great job helping us connect with community partners as well to even bring in some third parties. So that's step one. I think when you think of at a more lower level or more intense with each sport, thinking through for these events, asking them, what are you looking for? What would make you feel special? So senior night was a great example for basketball. We had the seniors come in and just have a conversation. What are your families excited about? And so ensuring we got these blow up posters, with their pictures on it. That was really cool. And then we got, flowers for them. One girl was like, can I get a rose? Absolutely. So it's the little things, that really make a big difference. And I think from an adult perspective, sometimes we look past those things. So really, amplifying that student voice and hearing what they're asking for and recognizing that those little actions and little things that we might seem as minuscule are a really big deal for them. Behind supporting them socially and emotionally, supporting them mentally, and really doing